It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 14.
Wilson airing it out to start. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Got it. Quick. Four down. You guys listen. Cut.
Russ now from the gun. Gets the ball is out! Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Whew, close call there. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Wilson to throw again. He's got a man left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Touch 50. Look. Left. Right.
Russ is cooking again. He has the first over the middle. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. George Pickens the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Mo. 40 Rita. 22 Linda. 22 Linda. What?
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Oh, giving it to the wide receiver on 3rd and short. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Mike 13.
Everyone's
Mike 13.
prepped. It's 2nd down now.
54 Rita.
Levis now off the play fake. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of 1. Our score, 6-0. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They have it 3rd and 7.
Mike 5-4. Diamond.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing his Levis on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And the Titans will have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Like 90, like 40 Rita.
Throwing now on first down, Levis. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Quick. Let's go double count right here, double count. Good.
Wilson now from the gun. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Quick. Push left.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Going far. Quick.
Russ is going to cook here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Easy.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And it's out of bounds. Took a bounce, and it's going to be marked right along the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Like 49. Heroes down, 90 down, 49.
They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Mike 49.
Now a give left side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Like 54, like 54. Hold on, 22 Rita. Like, zero's down, 90. 22 Linda. Zero's down, 49 Linda. Hold on.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Hauled in by Tyler Boyd. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. Play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Levis now on first down. He's on the move. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here we go.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hand up. 54 Rita.
They give to Pollard from the gun. And that's good for a gain of 5. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Stop.
3rd and short yardage, Levis. That's caught for the first. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Tracy.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Like 54.
From the gun, Levis. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
54, Mike 54. 3 down. 4 downs down.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Like 49.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hey, mayday.
Levis throwing again. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
So the Titans left with a 4th down, and we're going to see Nick Folk after the try. This 42 yards from the right hash. The kick by Gano is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Cordero Patterson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Hey, alert. Got it. 14. Good.
First down, here's Russ. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Got it. 36 power.
Looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock. Trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 49.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here.
And 24 Linda, flat green 18, green.
The give on second to Pollard. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Rita.
They run the counter to Pollard. And this one doesn't go far. Working quickly here.
Donovan. 49 down, 22 Rita.
He'll throw it. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Cut. Reload. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Hey. Cut.
Wilson on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd and 6 now. That's complete to Wilson. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
19.
Rush coming for Wilson. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
And this is one of those situations where, Kate, even as a former QB, I really feel for these corners in this league. They got the hardest job in football, sticking the guys on these routes, and on a comebacker in particular, where that receiver breaks it off, man, that can be so difficult to defend.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
What? Got it. Got that.
Warren has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
22 Linda. Like 5-4. Odd, like 5-4. What?
Shotgun now for Levis. He's going to push one deep down the road. That's caught at the 25. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Ooh, this kick is not good at all. Out of bounds it goes. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
What? Go. Check 50. Go. Start.
On 1st down, it's Wilson. Finds his target, Patterson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Cut. Hey guys, 4 down, 4 down. I'll go special. I'll go special. Right.
Wilson with it on first. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
From the 42. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Push left, push left. Cut. Good job right there, good job right there. Front left, front left. Front that, front that. Front left, front left. Cut.
Back to throw it. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They kick the running back in motion.
Left pass, left pass.
First down throw from Wilson. They did it! He made the interception! And the Titans have some new life in the fourth!
Well, that's now a second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Right 13, right 13. Right.
Levis out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Let's go!
Offense up to the line fast.
22 Linda, 22 Linda. 20 Rita. Panda.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans trail by a field goal. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Oh, no, 0-0. Hey, come on, come in. Here. Heroes down, 90 down, 49. Yeah.
Running back sent in motion.
Yeah.
Second and 4. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
They kick the running back in motion.
Tracy.
Looking to throw it. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Sword! Mike zero! Mike zero! And 24 Linda, right? Diamond. 40 Rita.
Running back sent in motion. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
There we go. Out on. Hey, mayday. Out on. Sword. Diamond.
Throwing now. And they won't do it, so that falls incomplete on fourth down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Cut.
This is Warren headed right. Has some space inside the 15. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Misfire there. Couldn't connect.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
They'll run. It's Warren. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Mo. 40 Rita. 49's down. 22 Rita. 22 Linda. 22 Linda.
Levis from the shotgun. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54. 20 Rita. Stand up. Heroes down, 90 down, 49 Rita.
From the 27. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. So for Brock Heward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway here in London. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws where he can get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Wilson airing it out to start. Catch made by Austin. He's got to gain a 6 there. Play made that time by Danico Autry.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Russ now from the gun. Gets this one to Cordero Patterson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
They kick the running back in motion. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
got it. Good guys, 4 down. Good guys, 4 down.
Russ is cooking again. Throw secured by George Pickett. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running back sent in motion.
Listen. Green, eh?
Throwing again. Here's Wilson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. And the Texans are off to a great start defensively. They forced a turnover on the opening possession.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field.
And in for the Houston touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 0. There. Bang.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Austin's there to haul it in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Good. Front left. Hey, left.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Able to hit Patterson, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Bang out. 95. Good job right there.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. He's going deep this time. This is brought in at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it down to a single point. Mike Williams, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. Now Boswell on to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Oh, hey.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
keeping it with Mixon. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at first down here. Completed to Collins. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
All right.
From the gun, Stroud. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
All right.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Digs there to bring it in. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
On the quick, right?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. On the move, headed right. He's got it over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
And the Steelers going for the dime look on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Pressure comes, Stroud. He finds him beyond the marker. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a second quarter lead. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. First down, here's Russ. This finds Austin complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Steelers with the football. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. First down throw from Wilson. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Finds his target, Patterson. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Sticking in the air with Wilson. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Go. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Hey. Good job right there. Good.
Wilson on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Once more, it's Wilson. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Devin White makes the play. And the Texans will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go, let's go.
Here's Stroud. He throws a bullet deep to the... This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Good play. Hey, 0. 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. 2nd and 1. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Wilson throwing, 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. Russ is cooking again. He beams one deep right side. Big gain downfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Spot that. Spot that. Hey, zero.
Running back sent in motion. Wilson now, 1st and 10. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
Run left. Go, 14. Left pass.
Wilson to throw again. He brings it in. And this one does not go far. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They kick the running back in motion.
Alert.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Catch is made in close. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1.
Touch 50.
Warren goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Second and goal coming up from the 7.
Alert. Gun. 12. Alert.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, snap and a quick kneel down, and the final few seconds are going to lapse here in our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Shotgun now, first round. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Diggs there to bring it in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2.
Tony.
Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! Steelers have it, headed the other way. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Collins, the receiver, in motion left. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete, and that brings up third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
All right.
From the gun, Stroud. Escapes out to the left. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
All right.
And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. The task gets tougher as they set up on 4th down. He's back to throw. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Deeper. Push left. Get up for Deeper. Cut.
Russ now from the gun. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That play good for 17 on a first down.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
12, 14. 3, 8.
First down, here's Russ. He's going to push one deep down. Brought in inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Got it.
From the red zone now. And they finally get to him. He just kept hanging on to that football, and they drop him. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Good, guys. 4 down. They got listen.
Trying again following the sack. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers now within one score in the fourth. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
On the quick, right?
Back to throw, Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
It's Mixon on second down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Oh, ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cut by Diggs. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Ow, tonight.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Wide open down the field, and he has it. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Tank Dell the touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, first and 10. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. They'll get this drive started, first and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Trying for the deep ball. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans put together a wonderful return. Gets them back inside the 40 following the interception. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Hey, south. Here we go, let's go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Houston. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. That one right down the middle. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers first down. Wilson now from the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. George Pickens the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers get it back to a 14-point game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Trying to locate it. Oh, no! He lost it! This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Looking to throw, Stroud. Complete to Dell. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Offense going for it here. 4th and 5.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
All right.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the Texans. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Down. Check, pitch. Cut.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Come on, set. Yellow, run.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Fight, 60. Ultra. Ready.
Turning to Jacobs on third. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Ready.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
43 rail. Strike. Check, strike. Ready.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Ready, break.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Check,
Shotgun now for Love. Watson with the catch. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Cut.
Wilson airing it out to start. He's going deep. He's got it at the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Go.
First down throw from Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Easy.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Let's go. Double count right here. Double count. What?
Another try following the sack. Got Williams, and it's complete. This is ahead for about 5. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. The Packers take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. This, our last play of the quarter.
Cut. 95.
Now Wilson on 3rd and long. Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. We'll see what they choose to do. It's 4th and real short inside the red zone. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, it's a gift. Oh, he loses the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Offense in the hurry up here. Warren is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Man in motion here. Thrown on 1st down, Love. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it sets up 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
He puts some juice on it deep. They connect on the deep shot. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion.
Friday. Friday. 36 power.
On 1st down, it's Wilson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Wilson on 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Ready, set.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set.
Love out of the shotgun. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Ready. 52 blaster. Smash. Set, cut.
Handoff running right. Jacobs. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Here we go. Set. Black. Cut.
Love from the gun. He puts everything behind this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get some late points and the lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is McManus to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
18. Cut.
They kick the running back in motion.
Reload. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Hey. Good job right there.
1st down, here's Russ. Gets this one to Cordero Patterson. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
From the 34. He lets one fly deep downfield. Intended for Pickens. It's intercepted. And the Packers have it and will take over at the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
You, yellow. Let's go now. Red, cycle. Black, ultra. Ready?
Here's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. That one right down the middle. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Wilson with it on 1st. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Russ now from the gun. He beams one deep right side. That's complete inside the 35. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. He's looking deep once again. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Down. Opposite. Green. Cut.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Cut. Yo, 14. Check 50. Hey, 0.
Running back sent in motion.
Go. Green, eh?
Wilson now, 1st and 10. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. That one's intercepted. And the Packers will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Steal. Check steal. Hut.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they had that one contained right at the line. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go. Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Steelers will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts in too many possessions.
All go special. Right left.
They kick the running back in motion.
One left. Good job right there. Done.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Fits it through the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers tie us up 28-all. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Massive hit. The ball is out. Steelers have it, headed the other way. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Cut. Gun. Spot that. Gun.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Cut.
Running back sent in motion.
One left. Go, 14. Left hash. Cut.
1st down throw from Wilson. Able to hit Patterson, complete. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Gun. Cut.
From the 19. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready.
To the air with Love. This is reeled in by Reed. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Set. Ready.
Love. He's on the move. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Set. Cut.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Love looking to pass. Gets this one to Watson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Love out of the shotgun. He sends this one to the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers cut it to 1 late in the third. Jaden Reed the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers tie this game 35 apiece. So through 3, we're still knotted up in what's been an absolute shootout. And after that last-second score in the third, we'll resume play with a kickoff. On now is McManus to kick this away. Patterson now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Alert.
Wilson on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 38. Got a man. Patterson has it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. New set of downs for him from the 46. They kick the running back in motion.
Look for signals. Zebra.
On 1st down, it's Wilson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Wilson to throw again. Launches one deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
19. Still going. 4 down. 14. Go. 40.
He's back to throw. Wilson's got it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Right. Still going. 4 down. 4 down. I got listen. There. Right.
Back to throw it. Getting out to his left. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Hey, 0. Bang out. Bang. Check.
Wilson with it on first. Brought in right side. And they get this down to the 28. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers going for the win here. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
14. Cut.
Wilson now from the gun. Short pass brought in.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Cut.
Tight end gets it running forward. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Cut. 95.
They send a man in motion.
Alert.
Back to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Cut. Hey guys, listen. Hey, alert.
Setting up to pass. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Cut.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Good shot.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have first and goal.
That kind of call right there, Kate, it shouldn't be the third down surprise it used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide. But boy, is it tough to defend. And that's why they love breaking it out to reset those chains.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. An entire stadium of pressure now on Chris Boswell. This just 21 yards down the pipe. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go, set. Watch it, sit. Ready?
One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.